In this video, we're going to talk about how to set goals that you can actually achieve. We'll cover the process of creating and executing a SMART goal so that you can see the results that you are looking for. So if you're tired of missing the mark because you don't know where the mark is, or you just want to become even more productive in your daily life, then you're in the right place. Let's go.
It's just right, it's just right.
Hey, it's Clint from Malleable Online Coaching, where we give you simple, step-by-step instruction to improve your strength and fitness. After this video is done, I want you to use what you've learned to create a SMART goal in the comment section below. Also, please be sure to like our video or subscribe to our channel so that we can keep providing you with awesome content. All right, let's get right to it. So goals are an essential part of training inside and outside of the gym. Any of the 5 elements of strength, from nutrition to relationships, can be improved upon by setting the right goals in place. You can find our video on the 5 elements of strength right here if you haven't seen it already. Now, goals are benchmarks that let us know that we are improving even on the days that we are not feeling the daily grind. By setting goals, you are putting your effort into a focused direction that is bent on results. However, how we set goals is just as important as the goals themselves. Without clear, tangible parameters, it can be easy to lose motivation or just give up. So to do this, we need to make sure that we have a strong why behind every single goal. The first prerequisite of a goal is establishing a why behind your goal. A why for your goal is the reason you will turn to when stuff gets hard. Many people state that they want to learn a new language, but when you ask them why, they say things like, because I think it would be cool, or it would be nice to have on a resume. A small why is the biggest reason a goal might fail. Many people achieve great things just by having a clear reason behind their motivation. The person who wants to preemptively beat the Alzheimer's that runs in their family by challenging their brain to pick up a new language will always have a stronger why than the person who just thinks it would be cool. A good way to establish a strong why is to link it to one of your core values. If you haven't set up core values, you can see our video on how to set up core values here. Next, you're going to want to create some goals by using the SMART acrostic. SMART stands for specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and time-bound. Let's go through each one so that you can start creating your own goals. A specific goal is something exact and distinct. I want to get better at math is not specific. I want to learn how to multiply fractions. Now this is specific. Usually this little step will make a goal smaller. It has a pass or fail built into it. Either you learn how to multiply fractions or you don't. It's cut and dry and simple. Next, a goal must be measurable. How will you know you have learned how to multiply fractions? Will it be from 1 problem, 2, or 10? The best way is to create a standard. I will answer 4 out of 5 questions right about multiplying fractions. Now you know if you hit your specific goal or not. If a goal cannot be measured, then it's usually not a goal. Now that our goal is specific and measurable, we need to make sure it is attainable. Usually this has to do with resources. For example, if my only training for my goal is to look at a page full of multiplying fractions problems, this goal will not be very attainable. For this, I need access. I need a teacher, an awesome YouTube video that I should subscribe to because it makes my life better. Oh, like this channel. A workbook that gives me answers, something that will help me to develop my knowledge further than my starting place. Luckily, we live in an information age in which there are tutorials that are free for almost everyone. However, if my goal is to learn to do the breaststroke in swimming, but I don't have access to a pool, it is going to be very difficult for me to attain my goal. Next, a goal must be realistic. I like this being the second to last characteristic because it puts a really good checkpoint toward the end of our goal. Now this is similar to attainable, but it's a little bit more pragmatic. If my goal is to go surfing on the moon, obviously this is not very realistic. If my goal is to play in the NBA, but I'm super short, a grown man, and I've never really played competitive basketball before, this is also not very realistic, even if I have access to a basketball, a hoop, and some tutorial videos. Also, this feeds nicely into our last quality of goal, which means it's time-bound. It's unrealistic for me to master my goal of multiplying fractions in the next 30 seconds. If I don't give a realistic timeline, then my motivation will fail and discouragement will ensue. All right, let's keep rolling with this and talk about how all goals need to be time-bound. A time-bound goal is great because it puts it on the calendar. We know the test is coming. We know when it will be measured. A time-bound goal is the 5K we sign up for that's 3 months away. It's the test we want to ace at the end of the week. It's the presentation that we're going to give in 2 days. Making a goal time-bound helps to concrete your goal and set it into place. When you have a goal, I like to separate it into even smaller SMART goals. This helps to ensure that you gain success. It's going to build confidence along the way, and it helps to give you short-term training when your test is a ways away. For example, if I want to learn how to multiply fractions, it might be a good idea to first learn how to add and subtract fractions first. Now then, we have taken the goal, I want to get better at math, which is not a SMART goal at all, and we have changed it into 2 smaller goals. I want to get 4 out of 5 questions correct on adding and subtracting fractions by Friday, and I would like to get 4 out of 5 questions correct on multiplying fractions the Friday after that. This is specific, it's measurable, it's attainable, it's realistic, and it's time-bound. Setting these qualifiers in place can make even the biggest goals into small stepping stones to build up to even bigger things that we really want. Take away any of these elements and your goal will have a harder time taking flight. If you want some additional help setting and achieving goals, go to malleable.com and get hooked up with an expert coach who will guide you through this process to help you stop wasting your time in and outside of the gym and start getting results today. This is Clint Malley reminding you that you are stronger than you think you are, and you can do more than you think you can.